So today, guys, we're going to be checking out Yokai Watch Blasters, the mini-game coming to Yokai Watch 2. So this mini-game is actually pretty in-depth, and I got to play it last weekend at PAX West. And I'm going to be totally honest with you, I'm getting really excited for this. But before we begin, we got to actually choose the yokai that we want to play as. So from what I can gather, every single yokai that you can acquire in Yokai Watch 2 is also playable in this secondary mode. And they all have unique stats, strengths and weaknesses and abilities given on how high rank they are and, you know, what they do. But there's 4 classes. There's a healer, a ranger, a fighter, and a tank. And as you can imagine, just like many RPGs, you want the fighter, do the melee damage, the tank soaks up all the damage, the healer keeps everybody together, and the ranger attacks from far away. And you gotta love the guy bent over. That is a really great localized name. But yeah, I like this a lot. Now, I don't know, and the Nintendo rep could not tell me at the moment if this would have multiplayer or not, but I'm really hoping it does, because there's a lot of things that you can do in here. But for the most part, it's pretty much just a Terror Time event with 3 other people with you, which is actually kind of fun. So your goal is to collect these Oni orbs and try and level up the Crank-a-kai at the end so everyone can get a really good reward. I thought going into this was a competitive game mode, you're supposed to like get all of them, but no, it's actually in your best interest to help everyone out. And yeah, I'm going to be playing as Lionheart, because he's really cool. There's also another person at the booth we were at, who's like, oh my gosh, 2 Lionhearts! And I was like, heck yeah, it's actually not confusing, but yeah, so I'm honestly like into this. It's really cool. So I'm a really big fan of Yokai Watch Busters. I've been like watching some Japanese gameplay of it, and it looks really, really cool. And this is like a sample of that. So the whole story behind this is that Sergeant Burley has been like working out the yokai, so now they can like sprint around too, just like Nate, which is kind of weird to think, because there's a yokai that's literally just a giant shoe, and to think that he couldn't sprint before is a little silly, but whatever. So this is the main gameplay. So we need to get these orbs, and I didn't show the bottom screen here because it's really not that important, but I was trying to save another player, like one of the younger players at the booth. So I decided to attack the Oni and get him off him, because I actually knew how to like cloak yourself. But basically there's these patrolling yokai, which if you see my footage on Yokai Watch 2, they go around and sight you. However, if they see you instantly, you have a chance in Yokai Watch, oh there it is, to like attack them before they can alert the Oni. Now, another really cool thing is that more Gargaros will spawn as time goes on. And see, I'm using my secondary attack. It's like a charge-up wind move. It's pretty darn cool. From what I can gather, though, it is a little bit more efficient just to use my normal attack since the cooldown is not very long. But yeah, there's a lot you can do in this. And I understand, like, there's not a ton of bosses, but just for, like, a free inclusion, I mean, think about it. They really didn't have to do too much, like, adding assets into the game to make this different. But I don't know, I think it works. There isn't too much gameplay here, though, of me cooperating with my fellow people, because some people didn't even play Yokai Watch before, and they're just figuring it out for the first time, and, you know, we obviously couldn't do any insane tricks here, but yeah, from what I can gather, it's a pretty well-loved game. I'm honestly hoping, though, that it gets online, because that is going to be so important here in the States, because unlike Japan, we don't really, well, at least I don't live near all my, like, friends and stuff. I went right through that. I wonder why I couldn't pick it up. But yeah, I'm starting to, like, think, like, what are some, like, really good team comps you could do, you know? Because usually I like to just be the raw, like, glass cannon damage guy in, like, any game I play. And I'm not sure if we've been here or not, but there's a beach. But, yeah, I just want to, like, get this game as quickly as possible. This does look good, though, for Yokai Watch Busters getting localized. I'm not sure exactly why they changed the name, but I guess it was like copyright thing with Ghostbusters. Don't know how they're gonna get around that, but I guess that's not really important right now. But yeah, I evaded the pursuers, I guess they're called. I'm sure they have like a more interesting name, and they just use that as a placeholder or something. Or maybe I'm wrong, but yeah. There I picked up an item, and yet, oh my gosh, 2 Lionhearts! And this Tattlecast heals us up. Not bad, pretty darn cool. From what I can gather, you can like pinpoint who you want to heal, and some characters have like AoE healing. They basically just put a giant slot on the ground, and anyone that steps in it. But yeah, basically we're supposed to like stall for time until the door opens. However, just because the door opens doesn't mean you have to go into it immediately. Your goal should be to all 4 of you survive and all 4 get the orbs. as much as possible. And yeah, the exit has now opened, but you know what, I'm like, I kind of want to stay around and get some orbs. But yeah, there you saw my ranged attack, which was used with my item. Probably a waste to use it against that guy, but oh well, what are you gonna do? But yeah, the item inclusion is really good too. It like adds a little bit of randomness. From what I can gather, battling online in Yokai Watch 2 onwards, sometimes there are some random items, and that's not always the best, but you know what, I hope you can turn those off. But yeah, I am the sole survivor here. Everyone else has escaped. I'm like trying to get us a couple more orbs. In reality, it doesn't matter since these items won't carry over into our own playthroughs. But, you know, I just want to make sure I look around and stuff. But, yeah, I can't seem to get to the exit here. I remember this happening because there's 2 Gargaroses really close. And I think I did get spotted. No, I didn't get spotted here. And I was, like, legit sweating because I was like, oh, gosh, please, I need to finish up the demo. People are waiting to play too. That's always the thing I'm most concerned about when I play like a demo in the public. Oh man. I think I got the item and then yeah, I just go like through it. I could have got knocked out if that item did not spawn. So honestly, a little bit tricky. Terror time. Or the Yokai Watch blasters. But a lot of fun nonetheless. At the end of the day, it's a cool diversion. But now you get to see the interesting part. And I wonder if this is going to be how we unlock Gargaros and, you know, his brethren. Can't remember the blue one to say my Ogrelos. There we go. And of course, Orkanos. Or Orkanos. I don't really know how you say his name. But yeah, 3 of us escaped. Only 1 got KO'd. That's fine. But yeah, I got 24 Oni orbs. I'm not bragging. I'm just stating a fact. Okay, kind of bragging. Anyway, so we put them all into 1 Crankakai coin. Put it in the Oni Crankakai, which looks very menacing and very cool, actually. And see what we grab. I hear there's actually a toy of that coming out, which would be pretty cool. But we sadly only got a gray ball, and we got some ramen. Yeah, all that work for some ramen. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Playing Yokai Watch Blasters was actually a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to playing when the main release comes out. But that is all the time I have for today. I will take my free pack that the man gave me, and see you guys in the next video. Bye.